Hi, this is Aziz Ansari. You're watching Nardwuar's Video Vault.
Nardwuar. 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 Nardwuar.
Who are you?
I'm Aziz Ansari, comedian.
Aziz, welcome to Auburn, Washington.
Thanks so much.
And right off the bat, I have a gift for you right here. Donnie and Joe Emerson, Dreaming.
Yes, I know this record.
Dreaming Wild. You love the song Baby, don't you?
I do. This is a great song. Thank you so much.
As covered by Ariel Pink.
Yes, this is awesome. This is already my favorite interview I've ever done.
Amazing. And what's really cool is they're from Fruitland, Washington, which is only 5 hours from here.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
And if you open up the liner notes, this is on Light and...
People aren't familiar. They have to see this cover. These are they're like 15 years old when they made this record, right? And then someone just discovered it, and they were listening to it, and they're like, "Oh man, this is really good." And this one song, "Baby," is like an unbelievable song that I definitely recommend people check out. But this record cover is pretty amazing.
Light in the Attic Records does such a great job. Check it out. You get the full story inside. If you pull it out right there, look at all the pictures you get of them.
Pictures are awesome.
And pull it out, you get more liner notes. Because I know you love the liner notes, don't you, Aziz? Like a little booklet that comes with it. Check it out. This is what they look like today.
Oh, whoa. That's these guys. That's crazy. That's really cool.
To welcome you to
Auburn, Washington. Yeah, thanks.
Aziz, how did your brother meet Master P?
Oh my God, my brother did meet Master P. This is why I was really psyched to do this, because I know you dig deep. So my brother is one of the silliest, most interesting people I know. And I think he met him in South Carolina. There was like a record signing with Master P, of No Limit Soldier fame, and my brother waited. He waited 5 people and then got a photo with Master P and a signed "Make 'Em Say record or something, I imagine.
Aziz, I was wondering, who is the gentleman in this photo right here in your high school yearbook beside you with the hair?
Well, I mean, his name's here. He was quite an interesting character, and he was notorious for stealing stuff. He was famous for stealing stuff. He would steal all sorts of stuff. He once tried to steal something random from my room. I can't remember what it was, but the funniest thing he stole was at the school. I went to this like public boarding school for 11th and 12th grade. That's where this kid went to school with me. And so we would get pizza delivered every now and then from Domino's. And the Domino's guy would have a big like bag that keeps all the pizzas warm. And it would say like, "Look out, it's hot." And that was like on the bag. And the guy was like delivering pizzas. And I saw Daniel like ran over when the guy was gone from the truck, grabbed that bag, and then started using that as his backpack. So he would like walk around campus and he'd have this pizza bag that said, "Look out, it's hot."
What do you think about Hootie and the Blowfish getting a boulevard and monument for them in Columbia?
What? They're getting a boulevard and a monument now? Like, they're a little late with their monument. I feel like that monument should have happened maybe in the cracked rear view days. If Hootie's getting a monument, I better get some shit. I better get something inside. This is a notice to the South Carolina legislator. If Hootie's getting something, I'm getting something. Chris Rock is from South Carolina. He should get something. Stephen Colbert, South Carolina, get him something. Let's get us all something. Don't just honor Hootie. There's other people from South Carolina that have done a lot of stuff.
Aziz, I have a gift for you right here. Some Super Seal brakes.
Yes, I know this. Yeah, I used to be really into DJing and scratching, like the Grandmaster
Qbert.
DJ Qbert is the guy who made this Super Seal brakes, and it has different like scratch noises and stuff. And on the other side, it's just beats.
And I knew you're super into Qbert, so I got some more Qbert for you. I have a Qbert DVD. As well as a Qbert test pressing.
Oh, this is crazy. What is this? Where'd you get this?
You're Aziz Ansari. We have to find stuff for you.
This is awesome. This is so cool. Wait, so what is it a test pressing of?
It's a test pressing of
Needle Thrasher's Alpha. Oh, cool. I can't wait to listen to this. Thanks so much.
Shout outs to Qbert at all.
Shout out to DJ Qbert. I remember when I first went to college, I was super into like scratching and all this stuff, and like DJ Shadow, Cut Chemist, all that stuff. And DJ Qbert was doing a show, and I showed up early to like get in, and I saw him come in, and I was like freaked out. I was like, "Oh my God!" And he was super nice.
You also shout out Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac.
Yes, Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac. Never met Mark, but I am a fan of Return of the Mac.
Aziz, your mic technique. I've seen you holding the mic double-handed. What's your mic technique? How would you describe your mic technique? You use the double-handed sometimes, don't you?
Sometimes, I don't know, I guess I just kind of change it up. Double-handed for the more powerful jokes.
Baboon. Is Matthew your manager? Is he from Canada?
My tour manager, Matthew, he is Canadian. He's from Edmonton.
And he was on Unsolved Mysteries?
Yes, how do you know that? That's really good, because I don't think that's been on the internet. Or maybe I tweeted about it once. But yes, it's the most amazing fact ever. I was obsessed with the show Unsolved Mysteries. Still am. I think it's so amazing. And I feel like people around my age, they're all... I think there's people my age, you were kind of forced to watch whatever TV shows were on. It's not like now where you have so much choice about what you can watch. When you were a kid like my age, it was like, no, you're watching Perfect Strangers. You're not watching something cooler than Perfect Strangers. All you have right now is Perfect Strangers. And Unsolved Mysteries was like a show that was on at a time where every kid was watching TV, and it was so creepy and scary. And then one day, out of nowhere, my tour manager, Matthew, just says that he was in one of the recreations in Unsolved Mysteries. And it was about like a missing kid or something, and his line was like he was playing hockey, and a cop would come and go, "Have you seen Punky?" And he goes, "No, I haven't seen Punky." And then he goes back to playing hockey. And that was his acting career.
And the Black Lips cover that song?
The Black Lips, whenever the show ended, the last time I saw them in concert, they played the Unsolved Mysteries theme as kind of the walkout music, and I thought that was so funny. And so when I've been on tour, sometimes I'll do with my openers, I'll say like, all right, what song do you want? And they'll be like, oh, you can play anything. And so one time I played the Unsolved Mysteries song, and I also did the That's So Raven theme song. What else? I've done some WWF wrestling intros, like the Ultimate Warrior. I did that for Ron Funches. Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid, his intro music. Ron Funch is a big wrestling fan, so he appreciated it.
Aziz, how do you deal with hecklers like Cuba Gooding Jr.?
That was such a crazy show. Well,
opening for Drake.
Yes, that was a nightmare of a show. Hecklers in general, I'll say, a heckler, and in terms of like what we kind of imagine, like a guy going, "You suck," that doesn't really happen. It's more just like drunk people that are really excited, that are just yelling like, "I love you, Aziz," or like, "You Aziz," and they're just yelling nonsense. It's not really about, saying you suck or anything. They're just too drunk or something and fucking up the show for all the people that sit around them. But as far as how I handle it, I think...
Cuba was Stage Invasion, wasn't it?
Well, the Cuba Gooding Jr. thing, that was a different thing. So I was doing this show where I was opening up for Drake, and it was like...
Let's just step back for a second. That's amazing, opening for Drake.
Yes, but it was really bad because... He was like 5 hours late, and this wasn't like, oh, he's a rapper and 5 hours late. There was like a bad snowstorm or something, and so he was really late. So he showed up like 5 hours late. The crowd was just like in such a bad mood, and so the crowd is like ready to like leave and like destroy the place. They're so pissed. They've been waiting 5 hours for Drake, and then they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Aziz Ansari," and then I come up and people are like, "What the fuck?" And then it was just like, they were just yelling, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, I only got to do like 10 minutes, I'm just going to say my shit and get out of here, and Drake can have a good time. So I just did the stuff and didn't really care about it, and there's people in the front, they were all listening. But at a certain point, actor Cuba Gooding Jr. decided to run on stage and reprimand the crowd for talking during my set, and just said, "What are you guys doing? This is Aziz Ansari up here. Y'all need to shut up." And I was like, Cuba, it's okay, it's fine. And I had to calm down Cuba, and then I think I said something about snow dogs, and he left.
Aziz Ansari, Human Giant got written up in the Gay Porn Times?
Oh yeah, it did, I think, because we did a sketch about
Doc Stevens, Bruce Penis?
Yes, it was about me playing a guy who I got into a car. This is a sketch like I wrote with people, and I can't remember it, but it was like we got into a car accident with the guy that was like the biggest gay porn star of all time, and then he just started haunting me all the time. And then the gay, what was the paper you mentioned? The gay
Porn Times.
The Gay Porn Times loved it and said it was like very good and progressive, which I'm not really sure it was, but the Gay Porn Times is the only press I've gotten from them. Also, the only time I've done a sketch about a gay porn ghost. I don't know if that's a coincidence.
You got robbed by coke drinking bandits?
Oh my God, this is a crazy story. This is when I was with the Human Giant guys. We went to San Diego for Comic-Con, and we split a house somewhere in like La Jolla or something like that. It was a nice house, the pool and everything, and we were all swimming in the house one day at night, and we looked up in the house, and we saw some shadows up there, and Hubel was like, it was when that movie The Strangers came out, that horror movie The Strangers, and he was like, oh, look out, there's some strangers up there, be careful, joking around or whatever, and like, and then the next day we went to Comic-Con, and then we came back, and all our computers and phones and everything were gone, and we were all like, hey, where's my computer? And then we all realized we got robbed, and then, but the first thing I saw that was so weird is like, when I walked in the bathroom, I saw two 2-liter bottles of Coke just sitting there, unopened. And I was like, what the hell is that? That's like some weird message to somebody. Like, that was like a weird message to the person that owns the house or something like that. It was so weird. And it was really weird. It was really scary, too, because we called the lady that owns the house and said, like, we got robbed. What the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. This is crazy. And she was like, I don't know what this is. This is so crazy. And we just happened to see there was a message on the answering machine. And we just played it. And it was this guy who's like, Alma, you haven't given me my money for that woodwork. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I'll find another way to get that money. Because you know what? This is Tahoe, motherfucker. And we don't play around. And we were like, okay, we're leaving the house because some woodworking guy is going to murder us. So that was very scary.
No, something else is pretty weird. Porks and Recreation, a porno.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
And your character is played by Maxine X, a female.
Fair enough. Yeah. Not a lot of Indian dudes in the porn game, I don't think, that I know of.
Aziz Ansari, MC Bricklayer.
MC Bricklayer, what's that? MC Bricklayer, what is it?
Uncle Morty's Dub Shack.
Oh my God, what is it? That was like my first acting credit or something, right? Yeah. Was that my character? Yeah.
MC Bricklayer, I love that.
I don't know what that is.
What do you remember about that?
I don't remember. I remember it was like kind of far, and I was doing a favor for someone. I was like, man, this is far. This is far to go to play MC Bricklayer.
And shout out to Raffi.
Raffi, who's that?
Grandma's Farm.
Oh, we're on the way. Grandpa's Farm, yes. On tour, me and Chelsea Peretti called my tour manager, Matthew, we call him Grandpa a lot. And then we just started calling everybody Grandpa. And then we just got obsessed with the word Grandpa. And then sometimes we were driving around, I would just start blasting the Rappy song. We're on the way to Grandpa's Farm. We're on the way to Grandpa's Farm. Down on Grandpa's Farm, there is a big old cow.
Shift.
The cow, he makes a noise like this. Moo, moo. That's it. I'm not going to do it anymore.
You had some amazing lamb in Vancouver, a lamb dish. Do you remember where that was? You also went to Go Fish. What do you remember about Vancouver food, since I'm from Vancouver, BC, Canada? I
love Go Fish. I've been there. Every time I go to Vancouver, I go to Go Fish. So if anyone in Vancouver wants to murder me, that's where you can find me. Go Fish has the best fish and chips I've ever had, and it's great.
Aziz, can you give a shout out to Hannibal Burris for helping set up this interview?
Of course, Hannibal. Shout out to you. Thanks so much for setting up this interview, and thanks to you guys for getting me all these awesome gifts. This is so nice.
And lastly, do you still want to star with Future in a remake of Fast and Furious?
Future? Yes, me and Future. They got to reboot it sometimes. That would be amazing if they rebooted the series and kept making sequels in the original thing. So while it's Fast and Furious 8, they're rebooting Too Fast, Too Furious with me and Future. I think that's a genius move. I don't think there's enough Fast and Furious stuff out there to satiate the audience. So if they had the existing franchise continue while simultaneously running the reboots, it'd be unstoppable.
Aziz Ansari, anything else you want to add to the people out there at all?
No, thank you so much. This is so fun. I had a great time.
Why should people care about Aziz Ansari? Why should people care?
I don't know. If people stop caring about me, I'd be out of work. So I guess I'd like to keep doing what I'm doing.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Aziz. Keep on rocking in the free world and do.
Doot doot.